An American proverb has it that he who tells a story rules the world. And I love that proverb. He who tells a story rules the world. Why is this so? Well, we'll find out in this story. Hello, my name is Blessing Wecha. I am the Impact Journalist. So today, I want to share with you how to become a powerful storyteller. A powerful storyteller is one that inculcates a lot of factors into the story. A powerful storyteller is one who inculcates a lot of factors into the story to make it humane, to make it enjoyable, interesting, and emotional. So, let's dive in. I'll start by telling you my story about my son. So, on this particular day, I was coming back from work. Thankfully, I wasn't driving. My colleague was driving me to drop me. And I got a call. It rang once, it rang again. And I picked up the call. Hello. And he says, "Ma, where are you?" And I'm like, "Excuse me? Why are you asking me such a question? Where are you?" "Oh, okay, fine. I'm on my way back from work. Have you reached the home yet?" I said, "No." And the call says, "Don't go home. Come to the hospital." Hospital. 1,000 thoughts ran through my mind. What's happening? For what? Who? And she says, "There's been an accident. Your son has been taken from the school to the hospital. So please just come. It's an emergency case." My God, my mind flew. I was like, I hope he's still alive. Please let her not tell me something different. I don't want to hear bad news. I block my mind from every bad news. And I asked the question, is he still alive? Why did she say I should just come to the hospital if he's still alive? Why didn't she just give him the phone to speak to his mother? And I'm like, I hope this boy is still alive. So quickly, not going home, rushed back to the hospital. And on getting to the hospital, I saw many people around the place. I saw students, I saw teachers, people crying, and I'm like, oh my God, I hope my son is still alive. I hope my son is still alive. Lord, please help me. My son has to be alive. And I just moved people out, like, when you are clearing the road, So I got to him and I looked at him. He smiled and said, "Mom." And I said, "Wow, how are you, my son?" And he says, "I'm fine. I had a fall from the story building and I broke my legs." And I was like, who's going to talk to me here? What's happening here? And I saw him in the pool of his blood. People were crying and everything. I just needed quiet at that point. And I said to everybody, "Please, can you just excuse me? Thank you for coming. I'm grateful for having so many people gather here because of my son. Can you just excuse me?" And so we went out and I spoke with him. "How are you? Where are you feeling pain?" Was his legs. And I spoke with the medical person and I said, they've done the basic management of the wound, so to speak. At that moment, I didn't really understand what it was, until the doctor sat me down and said, "Ma'am, your son has got a fracture on the leg. Both the tibia and the fibula are broken in two." And I'm like, "So, yeah, doctor, but how bad is it?" "Yeah, we're going to have surgery done, blah, blah, blah." That means, in my mind, so what? Are we going home today with my child? And he says, "No, ma'am, you're going to be here for a long time." That was the journey. But yeah, long story made short, the surgeries were done on the leg. We had a lot done to him. That was the beginning of my many days in the hospital. I didn't think, while leaving my house that morning, I didn't think I was going to sleep in the hospital. But yeah, I did. So, what did you get from my story? What did you get from this story? I learned a lot from this. Number one, you're stronger than actually how you look. You're stronger than how you feel. You're stronger than what you even think about yourself. I saw strength. I saw that I couldn't even cry. I was even encouraging others. And I told them, as long as he's alive, then there's hope. So if you're watching and you find yourself in that kind of situation, there is hope. My son gave me hope. He was at every point happy. He was at every point grateful. He was at every point strong. I saw people coming to encourage us. At that point, I saw people trying to rally around to ensure that things were going well. But I also thought to myself, do you know that the many people you meet on the road, the many people you see on a day-to-day basis are going through a lot? Yeah, so we need to be more patient with people. The reason is they may be going through something bigger than you think, and they need empathy. And that's one thing that this story has brought. If you like the story you're hearing, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. So, what are those qualities that came out of this story? Number one, there is a hook. What's the hook? How to become a storyteller. And people want to be storytellers. How to become a master storyteller. And people love to become masters of everything. So there is a hook. To be a master storyteller, you have to have a hook in your story. Number one. Number two, you have to have a mission. Why are you telling that story? To buttress a matter, to bring out a goal, or to bring out some objectives or some learnings from your story. Number three, your story has to have a conflict. For example, I went to work, 9-to-5 job. I was just coming back from my work. My colleague was bringing me back home, and then I got a call. So I was living a normal life from morning until it was time to come back home, and suddenly there was a call, and that call led to that story that took me to the hospital, and I slept there. And then the conclusion is that the boy, got well, and I've learned some things from it. So there is a hook. That means there is a problem you want to solve. Number two is that there is a conflict. The conflict is, then what? Something was going smoothly, then there's a small problem. Then there is the body. That's a little context around what was done, the surgery was done, and blah, 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 blah. And then, it came out of it. The conclusion is the lessons I learned from it. So your story must not just be the same way I've told my story. Like next week, I'm going to tell you another story and another story. All of them will take different perspectives, different angles. But the most important things you must know in a story is that you must have a hook, you must have conflict. So that means that the story must have a problem it's trying to solve. There's something someone is going through that you want to solve from your story. Number two, there is a conflict that comes up. Number three, there's a context, a body to the story. And then there's a conclusion, which draws out some lessons that we have learned or some lessons we are learning. Tell your own story, or else someone else will be telling your story. So if these are the kind of content you want to see or hear about, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel till I come your way next time. My name is Blessing Uwecha. I'm the Impact Journalist. See you soon.